Alright, so today's video is going to be about rsmt, otherwise known as Ryze Smt. So I'm going to show you guys a quick example of like what a regular SMT would be. So let's say this is your NQ, this is your ES. So we have that, and then alright, let's say this is how your chart is looking so far. And let's say NQ comes up, takes this high, and ES doesn't take this high. Let's say this is on like the 15-minute, and that would be like a regular SMT, either or. For let's say it takes out like this low, and ES doesn't take out this low, like this, or it doesn't take out this high. That would be like a SMT. So you would be looking for shorts here, or you would be looking for longs here, and this can go like either or. ES can take out a high and NQ doesn't take out a high, or ES takes out a low and NQ doesn't take out a low. That's how like a regular SMT works. And let's see, now if we go back to the chart, I'm gonna share with you guys my Ryze settings. I usually don't have New York, but I was just looking at what happened today. Obviously we're fucking dumping to hell, so it's kind of iffy now, but still works regardless. I'll show you guys what happened today with rsmt. So these are my settings. I have London, Tokyo, and I have a custom city, Frankfurt. Here are the latitude and longitude, 50.1109, and longitude is 8.6821. And usually I have my chart zones for today's date on 15, but since we were kind of out of the range, I have it at 30. But since I only have like 3 zones, it's not that cluttered, so it's not that bad. And then here's the rest. Zones on all time frames. Make sure that's on. Make sure this is on, and that's pretty much it. And basically what you're gonna do is just copy and paste that to ES. Let me turn on New York. All right, so now I can start going over examples. So I'll go over today. We only had New York. So if you know how regular SMT works, you might be able to just point out Ryze Smt without even me saying it. But as you can see here, this isn't an SMT because price is tapping New York zone on both pairs. However, at 9:55, price on NQ comes up, touches the blue zone, but on 9:55 on ES it doesn't, right? And we have a nice 5-minute like closure below. Like this is what you want to look for on the 5-minute. You want to look for these nice like wicks and then closures below. And if there's a Ryze Smt like this, that's really good. So you could have shorted. You can like low key tell when it's about to happen. When we're like right here, it's super obvious that NQ was gonna come up, tap that, and we were way below on ES. So it was kind of obvious. So you could have placed your short on the 50%. Damn, volume was crazy. And you basically would have top ticked that, and you could have held that for fucking 2,600 ticks or 660 points. That's one example. And you can also take this on ES. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, but the safer option would probably be ES because it's, I don't know if it's less vol. I don't think 30 ticks on ES is that much, so just the safer option. You still would have printed though. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for ES. Yeah, damn. So that's one example for today. I'm gonna go back. I haven't traded at all like this whole week, but I'm gonna go back. There's another example here. It's not during New York, but we have red zone here, and around the same time, let's just say 550, as you can see, and we have these nice 5-minute rejections on red zone, and we have the same thing on here, obviously, but we're nowhere near red zone. So you could have shorted up here. You could have had a super short stop loss because it was less volatile, and you basically would have caught this whole fucking dump and made generational fucking wealth, bro. 1,000 points. Like, that's fucked. All right, let's go over here. All right, we have like 2 examples here. We have this RSMT at 935. You could have bang took this on the 50%. And fucking carry this and made generational fucking wealth, bro. And we also have this one for a short re-entry. Blue zone here, blue zone there. Now this time, ES is the one that touches the zone and NQ doesn't. So you could have taken the short on ES or done whatever. You could have shorted on NQ. Same shit, basically, dude. These are all, with RSMT, you're basically fucking top or bottom taking everything, especially with these zones. I mean, you would have, like, you could have retired your fucking family if you took this. There's 2 examples for yesterday, and this is low-key fucked. I'm not even going to go over that because that day was fucked. They were, yeah. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I think I would have had my settings on 15 because we were still in the range. Oh, this is still on 15. Okay, all right. Oh wait, no, I would not have New York. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but usually I don't have New York. I only had New York to test out what happened today, but usually you don't have New York. You just have London, Tokyo, and Frankfurt. So let's turn off those and see what you could have had. Let's wait for this to update. All right, let's go to the 1 minute. Gotta wait for this to update. All right, this looks a lot cleaner. Yeah, okay. All right. So we go to New York AM. Yeah, I mean, this was fucking dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this was horse shit. I mean, on the 1 minute here it's kind of iffy, but if we go to the 5 minute, I think it's better. No, it's about the same. I mean, if you're waiting, I mean, there was nothing really you could take here. There was no retrace back into these zones unless, I mean, I would personally never in my whole life do this, but like these zones were all the way up there on ES, so you could have played a little cheeky, like you could have had like a stop buy order here the moment we had that. I mean, that could have played out, but I would never advise that because usually I like to see retraces back into the zone. But a valid RSMT here that we have is right here. we have here, and that's it. Yeah. So like I said, you want to look for retraces. So we retrace, touch back into the yellow zone, and you could have longed there. So you basically would have missed out all of this, but still, I mean, these carried. You could have held this to here. I mean, you probably wouldn't have, but just goes to show. I mean, you don't even, you could have just targeted the next zone and had 100 points. And if we go over here, all right. Now, if you were looking for shorts, RSMT, you had, it's kind of jumbled up here, but all of these zones are these zones right here. And if you're waiting for those to tap, which, I don't know, you would have got fucked here. You probably would have got fucked here. But if you're just waiting for these zones to tap, they tapped here, and then you could short it up. You could have short up here, and you would have caught this whole move. So yeah, you would have got fucked there, but yep. I personally, I mean, this day was fucked. You would, I think, I mean, everybody would have got fucked this day, but I was just trying to give examples. This day was fucking trash. And yeah, like RSMT, I mean, it fucking bangs, but obviously the conditions have, you know, to be good. But over here we have RSMT yellow zone right there. This yellow zone was, fuck, I don't even know. I think it was up here. So you could have caught longs there, waited for this right here, maybe retrace into there, but there's that. You have another like long retrace entry right here, the red zone. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna go over, but those, here's a reminder, these are my settings. And yep, there you go. I mean, this should, it's pretty simple. RSMT is pretty simple. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've explained like everything. So there's literally nothing else to it unless you want to add like the Ryze bullet to it or like an inverse fair value gap, but that's how I usually trade. I usually just trade the fucking RSMT, just taps, bang, enter, go. That's what I usually do. But that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions in the Discord. And peace.